Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your name, and October is right around the corner. Pumpkin spice lattes, Halloween decorations, and most importantly, the leaves are changing colors. It's like the whole world is putting on a show before winter hits. We're talking about epic landscapes bursting with fall colors, cities buzzing with festivals, and adventures waiting to happen. This is your ultimate guide to the top 10 places you absolutely have to visit in October. Let's do this! From vibrant cities to serene natural landscapes, here are the top 10 places to visit in October. Okay, we're kicking off this list with a classic, and for good reason. New England in October? Forget about it. We're talking picture-perfect landscapes, rolling hills ablaze with every shade of red, orange, and yellow you can imagine. Imagine driving down a country road, leaves crunching under your tires, the air crisp and cool, sunlight filtering through the branches. It's like something out of a movie, but better because you're actually living it. And the best part? New England is made for this. We're talking charming small towns, cozy bed and breakfasts, and that classic East Coast vibe. Picture yourself sipping hot cider at a farmer's market, hiking through forests that look like they're on fire, in a good way, maybe even catching a glimpse of a moose. Now, if you really want to experience the best of the best, head up to the White Mountains in New Hampshire. This is peak foliage territory, my friends. Vermont, Maine, Connecticut, Massachusetts. They're all bursting with color and charm. Rent a car, get lost on those winding roads, and just soak it all in. All right, from the charm of New England, we're jumping across the pond to Munich, Germany. And let me tell you, there's no place on earth that does October quite like Munich. Why? You guessed it, Oktoberfest. We're talking about the biggest, wildest, most epic beer festival on the planet. Imagine this. Giant tents packed with people from all over the world. Traditional Bavarian music blaring, steins overflowing with beer, and everyone's in a good mood, ready to celebrate. But Oktoberfest is more than just beer, although the beer is pretty amazing. It's about experiencing Bavarian culture firsthand. You've got to try the traditional food, like pretzels bigger than your head, roasted chicken, and those giant pretzels. And don't forget to dress the part. Grab yourself some lederhosen or a dirndl and get ready to sing along to those drinking songs, even if you don't know the words. So grab your stein, raise it high, and say Prost. You won't regret it. All right, from the beer halls of Munich, we're jumping over to Kyoto, Japan. Now, you might think of Japan and picture cherry blossoms in the spring, and don't get me wrong, those are incredible. But let me tell you, Kyoto in autumn, it's a whole different kind of magic. Imagine this. Ancient temples surrounded by fiery maple trees, their reflections shimmering in tranquil ponds. Zen gardens raked to perfection, each leaf a work of art. Traditional tea ceremonies where time seems to slow down. Kyoto is all about finding those moments of peace and beauty in the everyday. It's about wandering through bamboo forests, listening to the wind rustle through the leaves. It's a chance to reconnect with yourself, to appreciate the simple things, and to experience a side of Japan that's truly unforgettable. Chapter 4, Number 7, Patagonia, Argentina. Adventure awaits in the land of giants. Okay, adventure junkies, this one's for you. We're heading down south, way down south, to Patagonia, Argentina. Now, October marks the start of spring in the southern hemisphere, and trust me, there's no better time to experience the raw, untamed beauty of this place. Patagonia is a land of extremes. We're talking towering mountains, glaciers that seem to stretch on forever, turquoise lakes, and wildlife you won't find anywhere else. It's like stepping onto another planet, a planet where nature is king and adventure is always calling. Now, if you're an outdoor enthusiast, Patagonia is basically your dream destination. We're talking world-class hiking, kayaking, horseback riding, and even glacier trekking. And the best part? October is the shoulder season, which means fewer crowds and more affordable prices. Patagonia is a place that will stay with you long after you've left, a place that will leave you breathless in the best possible way. Chapter 5, Number 6, Santorini, Greece, Sunsets, Serenity, and Cycladic Charm. All right, let's switch gears again, shall we? From the rugged wilderness of Patagonia, we're transporting ourselves to the sun-drenched islands of Greece. That's right, we're talking about Santorini, and specifically Santorini in October. Now Santorini needs no introduction. Those iconic whitewashed villages perched atop volcanic cliffs, the Aegean Sea shimmering below, sunsets that'll make you question if you're dreaming. But here's the thing, Santorini in the peak summer months can get pretty crowded. But October is the sweet spot. The weather is still warm and sunny, the water is perfect for swimming, but the crowds have thinned out, and you can actually enjoy the island's laid-back vibe. Imagine this, wandering through those narrow streets without bumping shoulders with hundreds of other tourists. Finding a secluded spot to watch the sunset over the caldera, a glass of local wine in hand. Chapter 6, Number 5. Paris, France. Autumn in the City of Love. Okay, let's be real. Paris is always a good idea. But Paris in October? That's next level. We're talking about the City of Love draped in autumn hues, the smell of roasted chestnuts filling the air, and a certain je ne sais quoi that's impossible to resist. Imagine this, strolling hand in hand along the Seine, the leaves changing color overhead, sipping coffee at a sidewalk cafe, watching the world go by, ducking into a cozy bookstore to escape a sudden rain shower. Paris in October is all about embracing those simple pleasures, those moments that make you fall in love with life all over again. And the best part? The crowds have thinned out since the summer rush, so you can actually appreciate the city's beauty without fighting for space. Trust me, Paris in October is an experience you won't soon forget. Chapter 7. All right, let's keep the romance going, shall we? From the cobblestone streets of Paris, we're heading south to Tuscany, Italy. And let me tell you, Tuscany in October is like something out of a dream. We're talking rolling hills blanketed in vineyards, the air thick with the smell of grapes and freshly harvested olives. Rustic farmhouses dotting the landscape, each one seemingly plucked straight out of a Renaissance painting. October is harvest season in Tuscany, which means it's the perfect time to visit those vineyards, meet the winemakers, and sample some of the region's finest vintages. Imagine yourself sipping Chianti Classico straight from the source, surrounded by the beauty of the Tuscan countryside. But Tuscany is more than just wine country. It's home to some of Italy's most charming towns and cities. Chapter 8, Number 3. Quebec City, Canada, where European charm meets fall colors. All right, let's switch gears again, shall we? We're heading north, way north, to Quebec City, Canada. Now, I know what you're thinking. Canada in October? Isn't it like freezing? And yeah, it can get chilly, but trust me, Quebec City in the fall is worth braving a little cold. Quebec City is like a little slice of Europe in North America. We're talking cobblestone streets, historic architecture, and a certain European charm that's hard to resist. But in October, the city takes on a whole new level of magic. Imagine this, wandering through the streets of old Quebec, the leaves ablaze with color, the air crisp and invigorating. Sipping hot chocolate at a sidewalk cafe, watching street performers entertain passersby, ducking into a cozy pub for a plate of poutine and a local craft beer. Chapter 9. Number 2, Marrakesh, Morocco. Lost in the Labyrinthine souks and spice markets. All right, get ready for a sensory overload because we're heading to Marrakesh, Morocco. That's right, we're diving headfirst into a world of vibrant colors, exotic scents, and a culture that's both ancient and intoxicating. Marrakesh in October is ideal. The summer heat has subsided, making it much more pleasant to explore the city's labyrinthine souks, those bustling marketplaces where you can find everything from spices and textiles to leather goods and traditional handicrafts. Imagine yourself getting lost in the maze of narrow alleyways, the air thick with the scent of cumin, cinnamon, and mint tea. It's an experience that will awaken your senses and leave you feeling like you've stepped into another world. But Marrakesh is more than just a shopper's paradise. It's home to stunning palaces, tranquil gardens, and mosques adorned with intricate tile work. Chapter 10. Number 1. New Zealand Adventure begins in Middle-earth. All right, we've reached the number 1 spot on our list, and it's a big one. We're heading all the way down under to New Zealand, a country that's practically synonymous with adventure, stunning scenery, and of course, hobbits. October in New Zealand is springtime, which means the weather is mild, the flowers are in bloom, and the landscapes are at their most vibrant. It's the perfect time to explore everything this incredible country has to offer, from its snow-capped mountains and turquoise glaciers to its lush forests and pristine beaches. Now, if you're an adrenaline junkie, New Zealand is basically your playground. We're talking world-class bungee jumping, skydiving, whitewater rafting, and pretty much every other adventure activity you can think of. You can hike through the Southern Alps, kayak through Milford Sound, or even try your hand at zorbing, which is basically rolling down a hill in a giant inflatable ball. But New Zealand is more than just adventure. It's also home to a rich Maori culture, delicious food and wine, and some of the friendliest people you'll ever meet. So there you have it, guys. The top 10 places you absolutely have to visit in October. From the fall foliage of New England to the springtime beauty of New Zealand, there's something on this list for everyone. Now, I know what you're thinking, choosing just one destination is tough. But that's the beauty of travel, right? There's a whole world out there waiting to be explored, and October is the perfect time to do it. So what are you waiting for? Book that flight, pack your bags, and get ready for an adventure. And hey, don't forget to tag me in your photos. I want to see where your October adventures take you.